Okay, so number one, an ant can travel at a constant speed of 780 inches every 5 minutes. How far can he travel in 9 minutes? Okay, so it gave us a rate. It gave us a rate of 780 inches in 5 minutes. Okay, well, if we want to know how far the ant can travel in 9 minutes, the first step in all of these problems, or most of these problems, is first we need to figure out how far can the ant travel in 1 minute. Because if we know how far the ant can travel in 1 minute, then if we want to know how far it travels in 2 minutes, then we just double that. If we want to know how far it goes in 3 minutes, then we multiply that by 3, and so on. So what we need is the inches per minute. Okay, well, how do we find the inches per minute? We have to divide. We have to divide 780, the inches, notice the inches, 780 per minute. So what number has to do with the minutes? 5. So 780 divided by 5 equals, I'm gonna do that right now, 780 divided by 5 equals 156. But you have to remember what we were looking for. What is this number? Inches per minute. So this is how many inches the ant goes per minute. So if every single minute the ant can travel this far, well then if we want to know how far it goes in 9 minutes, then we just have to multiply this number times 9. 156 times 9 equals 1,404 minutes. 1,404. And there's the answer, 1,404. Okay. Question 2. Olivia types 224 words in 4 minutes. Okay, I'm going to write that down just because that's going to be important. So 224 words in 4 minutes. And also try to imagine what these questions mean. So Olivia's typing on a laptop, and in 4 minutes she can type 224 words. Charlotte types 348 words in 6 minutes. So Charlotte types 348 words in 6 minutes. Who types faster? Well, it might look like Charlotte types faster because she has a larger number of words, but she also has a longer amount of time. So it wouldn't make sense to directly compare these two numbers because this took, who was it? Olivia or Olive? I think it's supposed to be Olivia. This took Olivia 4 minutes. This took Charlotte 6 minutes. So it would make no sense to compare these two. We need to get the number of minutes to be the same. So how do we do that? Well, we need to figure out how many words Olivia and Charlotte can type per minute in 1 minute. So how do we find Olivia's words per minute and Charlotte's words per minute? We have to divide. So words, so let's go right here. Olivia, words per minute. I'm just gonna write min. Words per minute. So the first thing you see is words. How many words did Olivia type? 224. Then we see the minutes divided by 4. And that is going to be 224 divided by 4, 56. Words per minute. Remember, we're looking for words per minute. So our answer is how many words per minute Olivia can type. And for Charlotte, it'll be 348 divided by 6 equals 348 divided by 6 equals 58 words per minute. 58. So Olivia can type 56 words per minute. Charlotte can type 58. So who types faster? Charlotte, because she writes 2 more words per minute than Olivia. Charlotte types 2 more words per minute than Olivia. Alrighty. Next question. All right. A farm lets you pick 3 pints of raspberries for $12. How much does it cost per pint? Cost per pint. Cost per pint. That means we want to know how much 1 pint costs. Well, the first thing we see is cost. So what number out of here relates to the cost? $12. So you do 12 divided by, and then the next thing we see is pints. So $12 buys you 3 pints. We want to know how much each pint is. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So each pint is $4. Okay, next. 2 planes travel at a constant speed. Plane A travels 2,700 miles in 5 hours. Plane B travels 3,815 miles in 7 hours. Which plane is faster? Again, it might be very tempting to say that plane B goes faster because it went more miles. But this would be a wrong way of thinking about it, because yes, plane B traveled more miles, that is true, but it also traveled for a longer amount of hours. So the only reason plane B travels more miles is because it traveled 2 hours longer than plane A. Plane A traveled 5 hours. Plane B traveled 7 hours. So of course plane B is going to have more miles. So we can't compare these numbers. What we need to do is we need to find the miles per hour for plane A and the miles per hour for plane B. So, come right here. So plane A, whoops, sorry. So plane A, we need miles per hour. Miles per hour. Miles, the first thing we see. Plane A went 2,700 miles in 5 hours. So we're going to do 2,700 divided by 5, and that is going to get us 2,700 divided by 540 miles per hour. You have to remember what we're looking for. We're looking for the miles per hour. That's our miles per hour. The answer is miles per hour. So plane A goes 540 miles per hour. Plane B, miles per hour, goes, so we're going to do 3,815 divided by 7. And that gets you 3,815 divided by 7 equals 545, another close one. So what does this 545 mean? We were looking for miles per hour. This is that. This is 545 miles per hour. So plane A goes 540 miles per hour. Plane B goes 545 miles per hour. So which plane is traveling faster? Plane B, because it's traveling more miles per hour. Think about what that means. What does it mean it's traveling more miles per hour? That means every hour, plane B is traveling a little bit farther than plane A. And over time, that little bit builds on itself. So that's why this number is so much bigger than this number. Alrighty. Next one. A restaurant is offering 2 specials, 10 burritos for $15 or 6 burritos for $9.30. Noah needs 60 burritos for his party. Should he order 6 orders of the 10 burrito special or 10 orders of the 6 burrito special? Okay. Well, to solve this, all you would need to do is just find out which deal has the cheaper which deal has the cheaper cost per burrito? So let's read this problem again to really understand it, because this is confusing. So a restaurant is offering two specials. Okay, so a restaurant has two different deals. One deal is 10 burritos for $15, 10 burritos for $15, or 6 burritos for $9.30. Okay, so we have two separate deals. Noah needs 60 burritos. So he can either buy 6 of this deal, because 10 times 6 is 60, or he can buy 10 of this deal, because 6 times 10 is also 60. So should he buy 6 orders of the 10 burrito special, or should he buy 10 orders of the 6 burrito special? So what we need to do here is just figure out which deal has the cheaper cost per burrito. So to do that, we have to find the cost per burrito of the first deal. So cost per burrito. So cost first. So the first deal is $15, and that gets you 10 burritos. So that's going to turn out to be $1.50 per burrito. $1.50 per burrito. The next deal is 6 burritos for $9.30. So we're going to have to do $9.30 divided by 6 to find the cost per burrito of this deal. So 9.30 divided by 6 equals $1.55. Well, it looks like the 10 burrito special was cheaper per burrito. Sorry, I should be more specific. The 10 burrito special is cheaper per burrito. So in the 10 deal special, each burrito was $1.50. In the 6 burrito special, each burrito was $1.55. So the 10 burrito combo is the better deal. So which one should Noah? Should Noah buy? He should buy the 10 burritos for $15. Alrighty. Number 6, Tyler's height is 53 inches. What could his height be in centimeters? And it tells us that 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. This is all the information we need, or it has the most important piece of information. So if 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, then 53 inches is going to be 53 times that. It's just going to be 53, It's just going to be 53 times 2.54. Because think about it. If this is how long 1 inch is, then if you want to know how long 53 inches are, then you need to add this with itself 53 times. But that's going to take forever. We don't want to add this 53 times. So that's why we just multiply. That's what multiplication's for, repeated addition, right? So you do 53 times 2.54. So 53 inches is about 134.62 centimeters. That's all. That is all. All right. Last two. Almost done. So Mai runs around a 400-meter track at a constant speed of 200 meters per minute. How many minutes does it take Mai to complete 4 laps of the track? Okay, so it's important to notice something here. The track is 400 meters long, but it doesn't tell us her rate for 400 meters. It tells us her rate for 200 meters. So 200 meters is not a full lap. 400 meters is a full lap. So what you need to realize is that the rate they give you is for half a lap. So this is basically saying that Mai runs half of a lap per minute. How do I know that this is half of a lap? Because it tells us that the track is 400 meters long. It's a 400-meter track. So if this is a 400-meter track, then 200 meters is half of a lap. So what we can say is that if Mai can run 200 meters in 1 minute per minute, then that means she can run 400 meters, which is a full lap, in 2 minutes, right? Because 200 meters per minute, so another 200 meters per minute is another minute. So that means 400 meters would be 2 minutes, because 200 meters would take 1 minute. So an extra 200 meters would be an extra minute, a second minute. Okay. How many minutes does it take to complete 4 laps of the track? So this is 1 lap. So 1 lap in 2 minutes. So if you want to know 4 laps, then you just have to do 2 times 4. Because if 1 lap takes 2 minutes, then we want to know how long it takes to do 4 laps. So we have to multiply 2 times 4, and we get 8 minutes. 8 minutes. All right, last one. 8. A copy machine can print 360 copies every 4 minutes. How many copies can it print in 12 minutes? Okay, there's 2 ways to do this. You can either, the first way is to find out how many copies can it make per minute. And then once you know how many copies it makes in 1 minute, then to find out how many it makes in 12 minutes, you just multiply that by 12. So let me show you that. So a copy machine makes, so we need copies per minute. Copies per minute. How do we do that? So we do 360, the number of copies that it gave us, divided by how long did it take to make this many copies? 4 minutes. So 360 divided by 4, pretty sure that's 90. I'm going to double check. So 360 divided by 4 is 90. So this is 90 copies per minute. Copies per minute. So if we want to know how many copies it can make in 12 minutes, if this is how many it can make in 1 minute, then if we want to find out how many it can print in 12 minutes, you just do 90 times 12. This is how many it can make in 1 minute. So if we want to know 12 minutes, then we need to keep adding 90 plus 90 plus 90 12 times, or we can just do times 12. So 90 times 12 is, 90 times 12 equals 1,080 copies. I wrote that wrong. 1,080 copies. Is the answer there? Yep. Another way you could do this is to realize that 4 can multiply to 12. So like, if it can make 360 copies in 4 minutes, 360 to 4 minutes is our ratio. Well, if we wanted to find out how many it can make in 12 minutes, well, to go from 4 to 12, you could just multiply 4 times 3. So we could also multiply 360 times 3. 360 times 3 is going to be 1,080.